ready?
I'm ready. Thanks for inviting me today.
Mates?
Mate.
We're going Argentinian style today.
Right, so Argentinians drink mate, Colombians, we drink coffee.
Next morning, we'll do coffee.
All right.
All right, today it's mate.
Okay, so we're going to talk today about a very, very important topic. Something that is actually very, very hot out there all over, and it's called mindset.
Yes. You may have heard of Dr. Carol Dweck. She's done tons of research around mindset. And that's what we want to share with you because it has been huge in a huge impact in our lives too.
Right. So mindset is basically how you perceive who you are in the world, and that will lead or take you into how you will be in the future in your life as a leader, in your work, at home. So I don't know if you want to explain a little bit more about the definition.
So basically it's your perception of your own intelligence and skills. So there's two types of mindset that Dr. Dweck describes. So it's fixed mindset and growth mindset. So fixed mindset is when, and I'm going to give you an example. So when somebody thinks of themselves as I'm not smart, or I'm not smart in math, or I'm not good at sports, or I'm not made for art, I just cannot think art. So that is a fixed mindset, is thinking there is a ceiling of how much I can do in a certain area. And a growth mindset is the opposite. Growth mindset, somebody with that growth mindset thinks my smarts for math are here right now, but if I practice, if I push myself enough, I can keep developing my skills in math, or my intelligence, or my skills in sports or art, or whatever the area might be. So it's skills and intelligence that we're focusing on. And basically the way you think about yourself, it's gonna predict what you do in the future.
Right. So how successful you are, how more likely are you to develop or accomplish your big dreams. And so you want to think, we all are going to have a fixed mindset, and also sometimes we're going to have a growth mindset. But some people are going to be more like towards the fixed mindset more so than the growth mindset. And those people who really live in that space are the ones that tend to have a lot of more problems in relationships, in inability to overcome barriers in life, or even succeed at work. So fixed and growth mindset is very unconscious, and so learning about it brings it into your awareness, and then you can start realizing, oh, here, this is where I am, and this is what I need to do in order to grow. And fixed or growth mindset can be given to you by many different things, by the way how you were taught as a child, by the overall culture that you were raised in, and by any other different factors. So what we want to do here is to bring into the awareness these two type of mindsets, and then give you some examples, and then perhaps give you a little tool on how to start moving towards a growth mindset.
Yeah. So let me give you an example. I used to have a very fixed mindset around sports, right? So when I was in high school, I ditched every PE class I could. I really shy away, and that's another thing that happens when you have a fixed mindset around a topic, around a subject. A challenging situation will point out flaws, or that's how you'll perceive it, right? So it's going to point out that you're not good at something. And versus somebody with a growth mindset is going to see a challenge as exactly that, a challenge that it's going to help me practice, overcome it, and be better at something.
So I'll just, for your case, you believe in your mind that you were not good at sports.
Exactly.
And so you were avoiding the situation because that was your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And you didn't want it to confront challenge.
Exactly.
Because it was fearful, it was scary.
To the point that the final exam day came and I had to retake the exam 5 times.
Oh my God.
Yes, I know.
I didn't know that about you.
Yes, volleyball test. Anyways, so but that can be changed. Once that's brought into awareness, you can train yourself and change the mindset, change the way that you think about yourself and you perceive yourself. So in sports, for example, I had to push myself and confront my fear, get out of my comfort zone. And years later, I became a snowboard instructor. Believe it or not.
Oh my
I know.
God.
I know.
How did I didn't know that?
Yes. So it's totally trainable.
Right.
Once you bring it to your awareness, you can start changing it. And I think you have a really good tool for starting to reframe it.
Right. We're gonna do that, but before me and the brain, we're awesome friends. So I want to put a little bit of the neuroscience behind this concept. And so Carol Dweck has done a lot of research in this mindset area. And there was some studies done with looking at brain activity on younger people, young teenagers. And so those students that had a fixed mindset, their brains didn't show, they were not lighting up. So when you're using and you're engaged with your brain, there are areas of your brain that they lighten up in different colors when you're looking them in different images. And so those young students didn't lighten up. Conversely, the students that were with a growth mindset, they will have the challenge and they will say, I know I'm not good at this, but I will work towards that goal. I am not afraid of the challenge. I'm going to take it and I'm going to do it. So that brain suddenly starts to lighten up because you're using all those neurons. They're connecting, they're firing up. And so that is super healthy for the brain. And as part of my job working with older adults, one of my things that I'm very, very strong and advocate of is even if you're 80s, it doesn't matter your age. You can start learning something completely new and you will boost that brain activity. So I always tell them, if you maybe felt all your life you are not good at a language, then this is your time to learn a language. You're gonna suck at the beginning, but if you practice, you will eventually become better and better. And you can only compare yourself to yourself, not to others, because that's another thing that we can talk later on. But so the challenge is when you do something and you find yourself telling, oh, I am not good at this. We want you to put the word yet.
At the end.
I am not good at this yet. Because when you reframe it that way, you're telling yourself, this is something that is difficult and challenging, but it requires a skill and mastery so that I can become better. And that needs time and effort.
Exactly. So that's a good challenge for you guys. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with us. We will see you next time.
Very good. Have a good afternoon.